Thank you, Ernie. I have several matters to report on this week. I'll start with the update on what we're doing to bring accountability to the operations of the Justice Center. Last week, I outlined many reforms that we have made at the Justice Center since taking office. Those include changing several policies and procedures, and we've taken additional action since then. Since last week's report, we received a request that the county conduct an investigation into the deaths. I am committed to identifying the best practices across the United States for investigating in-custody deaths. But I do want you and the public to know what we've already done to get to the bottom of what happened. First, each death in the Justice Center is investigated independently by the Clayton Police Department. Second, the medical examiner also investigates the cause of death and produces an autopsy report. Third, Justice Services Internal Affairs Unit investigates whether policies and procedures were followed and recommends any appropriate disciplinary actions. And fourth, the Department of Health conducts a morbidity and mortality review, which is a type of administrative review that's recommended by the National Commission on Correctional Health Care. And finally, the Department of Public Health conducts a personnel review of any nurse that's involved in a death. So there are currently 5 separate investigations conducted into deaths at the Justice Center, but this might not be enough, so I've invited a leader of the MacArthur Foundation to meet with me soon to discuss nationwide best practices for in-custody death investigations. And if we need to do more investigations, we will. We have also received several requests for documents associated with those investigations, and I have a few announcements in that regard. First, to improve transparency, I have directed the Department of Justice Services to post all of its policies online. The current jail policy manual is about 10 inches thick and weighs over 10 pounds, so it may take some time to get it all uploaded, but we believe making that available to the public is important. Some of its contents is sensitive security information, which will need to be redacted. But I've asked that those redactions be as minimal as possible. So we'll begin putting policies online this week. We're taking the same step with the Department of Public Health's Corrections Medicine policies, and we'll begin uploading those this week as well. I've also initiated a top-to-bottom review of what documents exist concerning the deaths and what we can make public in response to the Sunshine Law request. My staff met with departmental leadership on Friday, and we are preparing recommendations concerning these documents. I hope to make more announcements on this soon. Another way to improve transparency and to ensure accountability is to have oversight by qualified and diverse Justice Services Advisory Board. I have nominated new members to the Advisory Board, and I want to thank this council tonight for confirming them so that they can begin this important work soon. Regarding older county residents, I do have some great news to share. On Friday, I participated in the opening of Covenant Place 2, Kahn Family Building, and Mirowitz Center for Older Adults in St. Louis County. This facility is located on the JCCA campus in Creve Coeur. It has been thoughtfully designed and constructed so that older adults can age well and independently at an affordable cost. Our administration is committed to ensuring that the county is an age-friendly place. We are focused on all these efforts on helping county seniors to actively participate in their community and stay connected to those around them. St. Louis County government assisted in this project by supporting it with $3.3 million in housing and urban development funds. I'd also like to note that the County Department of Human Services is operating a breakfast and lunch program for area youth this summer. We anticipate that they will serve 30,000 meals in 18 different shelters to kids in St. Louis County. And this program is part of my administration's mission to build a better future in our community. I want to thank our Department of Human Services Director, Andrea Jackson Jennings, who I see in the back of the room, and I want to thank all of her staff for her hard work on this program. And finally, I have a few announcements to make. First, tonight I am announcing the appointment of a new county counselor, Beth Orwick. Beth currently works for the United States Department of Justice as an assistant United States attorney. She is smart, ethical, and devoted to public service. I hope Beth's appointment will help us to continue to restore public trust in our county government and to demonstrate how serious we are about moving out of the mess left by the prior administration. I look forward to introducing Beth to you soon, and I hope you will confirm her appointment as well. One of the first questions I will ask Beth to review is all of our legal opinions on the Sunshine Law to ensure we are being open and transparent, following state and county laws and our county charter. I anticipate authorizing the release of a significant amount of information, but I need the opinion of our new county councilor to do so. Also this week, I plan to announce new members to the board of the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership. We have discussed the appointees with the acting director, Rodney Krim, and he is excited about forging new relationships that will restore faith in this important agency and help us refocus our mission to grow and retain businesses as well as attract new ones in St. Louis County. Thank you, Ernie.
Thank you, Mr. Executive. Report of special committees.